Alright, finally, the final part of Spyro 2. This one took a little bit. So
Just
sorry.
Just a little.
Yeah, I think it's been like 8 months.
Only.
For this 5-hour game.
really milked it for all it's worth.
Oh man.
Oh, if I did that, I could have, like, I don't know, inserted Enter the Dragonfly loading screens in place of the actual loading screens.
Oh well.
Eh,
You could do that, but why?
But why?
it'd be fun. It'd be fun seeing minute-long loading screens every, like, you know, every 10 minutes or so.
There's a pig.
Also,
Okay.
what is that haircut the robot thing?
It's a comb over.
Nice.
I know, but it's like 2 antennae and it looks so.
Yeah.
It's Homer Simpson hair. Okay, so this is probably my favorite level in the game. I just really like the game design in it. I love how it opens up at the end. I love the futuristic setting. It's fun. This level's great. Also cows with lasers.
I like this already.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
I remember the Spyro Twitter uploaded this picture of the space cows, and everyone that replies is going, "Oh my god, enter the Dragonfly remake!" Because there's this level in that game called Crop Circle Country, and you don't fight like space cows there. I forget what they are, but they're not space cows. But people were mistaking it for that, and that was annoying me. No, stop it. Why do you want this game to exist? I don't know why that was there.
Yeah.
The thing on the ground. I take a look at it here, and
Interesting. Ooh.
yeah, I don't know. I've never had that happen.
Okay.
I like.
Looks like the little laser effect. And just
I mean, yeah. I mean, yes. I know what it is. I don't know why it's stuck there.
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
I mean, it did its job. I think it so.
I guess so.
Mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
I mean, I could explain the technical details of why I think it happened, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, we had enough technical talk in the last part. Spend the entire part talking about editing.
Yeah.
Because I kind of figured out what probably happened. It just didn't read the code properly. It just didn't. So, you know.
I like those pigs are on rockets, by the way, because if you flame them, their rocket goes berserk and they start like flying in a random direction. And sometimes they'll get lucky and they'll kill another enemy in their path. It's fun.
Nice.
As you can see,
There's a skill
Whenever I see
point.
these robots, it just makes me want to go play Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, it honestly
Yeah.
does give me really strong Ratchet and Clank vibes, which doesn't surprise me because, you know, Insomniac and like these guys didn't look that much different in the original.
probably take several bombs at that.
Okay, so this fight is pretty easy. I usually just go in this figure 8 pattern, or I guess more of a circle.
Okay, you don't even have to like aim it. You can jump up a lot.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, but like,
I mean, well, yeah, you still have to face forward. I'm not saying you
Yeah.
don't have to like absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's also
Doesn't seem that's precise.
There's a lot of leeway.
there's also a skill point for doing this without taking any damage, and I barely missed it. So there you go. One skill point. One skill point I'm not getting in this playthrough. I
Also,
guess.
like, Ox just where's the bombs coming from? He's like throwing them.
I think he's vomiting them out. I kept on.
Looks like he's pushing them out of his nose, and that would hurt.
I kept on blowing up the bombs too close to him, so he kept on blowing up, like, right in his face, but not actually hurting him. That was annoying. Okay, I never brought this up. In the original Spyro 2, the orbs bounced towards you when you got them, and I like that a lot more. Why, Toys for Bob? Why did you do this to me?
I don't know, Brendan. Why did you do it to you?
Specifically for
Why-
Brendan.
That's why I asked. I don't know.
You always message them. Hey, why? Tell me.
Okay, alright, I'll DM them right now on Twitter if their DMs are open.
Okay.
You know what?
Rocket flying
I know.
pigs.
You know what?
Oh,
You know
man.
what? I don't even have to DM them. I'll just at them.
You'll just at them.
Yeah. Make sure to
publicly asking things.
yeah, make sure not to have any punctuation because it's funnier in my mind for some reason.
Who needs grammar?
Having horrible grammar is hilarious.
Yeah, who needs
I don't know
grammar?
what you're talking about. That was like one of the most overdone jokes I did in high school, like bad grammar. It's like, hey, the bestest of grammars. It's like,
Haha.
To me, I just think jokes are inherently funnier when you don't bother with punctuation. But now my phone is fighting against me. It's putting like apostrophes and capitalization and things I don't want. Stop it.
This attempted coup.
It's attempted coup.
Item, which living creatures seem to like.
What a world.
Why don't the orbs bounce in Spyro 2 Reignited?
It's a first for Avalar. A
There, I did
combination
it.
power-up. Thank goodness you're here to test it out. These invading sheep in their spaceship.
She has an
must be
ugly head.
stopped.
What is this?
sheep flying saucers. I don't know what you find so strange about this.
Yeah, there's a sheep, don't worry.
They have the RGB.
Are they gamers? They pro gamers?
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like that's a necessity if you're a gamer. You have to have RGB at that point.
Yes. I mean, even I don't have a whole lot of RGB, but you know, I have it on my graphics card.
I was insulted because like you needed an extra PC fan, and I'm like, here, have this RGB one.
My computer just came with an RGB keyboard and mouse. I didn't really care about having either, but I have them now.
When I was building my PC, I took the RGB controller out, and I just never bothered to put it back in.
Oh yeah!
It don't work.
Honestly,
Yeah,
at the point that you were at, though, you were just wanting your PC to work. You didn't care about the RGB.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. My computer itself has RGB, but I turned it off in the settings when I got my PC. But then when I had to get Jacob to reinstall Windows, because I'm technically inept, I just didn't even bother downloading the program that turns the RGB on. So I just completely forgot my computer has RGB until this moment.
I need to get that hard drive, speaking of. I always forget. I think I forgot last time. It's like, oh, that's right, get that hard drive. I didn't look at it.
So like before I had to reinstall Windows, or Jacob had to reinstall Windows, like the RGB would still turn on when I turn my computer on. It's just when it loads the actual app in settings, it would turn it back off. But now it just doesn't turn on at all. Which I'm cool with. I actually don't want to have that. It's distracting. I don't want this glowing, illuminating thing in my room.
I mean,
I like mine.
I might still do it. I just feel like it'll take a power that's kind of unnecessary.
More goats.
They're sheep.
More
How
goats.
dare you?
It's bad enough I already have a 650 watt power supply. I could have got a.
Oh, really? Really? Well, as long as you have enough clearance, like in PC Part Picker, that shows it. Alright, back to technical talk, I guess. Whatever.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. We need to stop this.
I find interest in these things. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming the general audience does not, though.
What even is a PC?
Nice flying, Airman. You've proven the genius
Yes.
of my double power
Fun fact, she has
activation.
sort of kind of unused dialogue in this. It's unused because if the gate isn't activated, so if you didn't kill enough enemies, she'll say something. But it's impossible to reach here without killing enough enemies.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, technically if you glitch out or hack your way here, you'll hear it, but if you play the game normally, you'll never hear that dialogue ever.
That's cool.
At least in the original game, I don't know if they re-recorded that line for Reignited. They might have. I have no idea.
Collecting more gems. More
Yeah,
gems.
I really like this part because they just give you the ability to fly and explore this big open area.
Yeah, that's cool. Kind of goes back to the flying concept you were talking about earlier in the previous video.
Yeah, like a whole Spyro game built around free flight again would be really cool.
Yeah.
It just needs to be built around it. It can't just be a thing you throw in an existing game like that one person is talking about. That would, I mean, it's fun to mess with. Like I showed that in my mod video. It's just messing with a game and actually really playing it are two different things.
So, they ever did like I don't know, a next gen version of this with RTX like properly done? Like, I don't know. I think it would sell.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, I probably sell alright. I don't know if it would sell enough to really justify it, because I don't think enough people care. Like, GTA 5 can get away with it because it's one of the best-selling games ever. Spyro's a lot more niche.
I'd hope.
What was the cut?
Yeah, I like that part a lot. And we didn't even see any cars in the actual level.
I know.
That one just...
It's the one car, and he just had it out for that guy.
He did not look both ways when crossing.
He was waiting for him to cross.
It's like, come on, you mother effer.
His foot hovering over the gas pedal, just waiting to strike. Okay, so this is the final speedway in the game, Canyon Speedway. These are very creative names, I know.
Let's do it.
More Rams.
Speaking of RAM, how much do you guys
Jacob,
have here?
no more technical talk. Stop it.
Jacob's like, yeah, I know he said not to, but here we go.
16 gigs, but stop it.
Alright. What frequency?
Same here.
I don't know. I don't know what that means in the context of this.
Okay. I don't know either.
Did you not?
This looks really cool though. I like this. You're like going through the mountainside. You're riding tractors for some reason.
This is a very cool speedway. I like it when they actually like set it up where it's like you can take whatever route you want, but like they're very clearly like laid out. It's like, oh, I just go this way.
I prefer when they're more open-ended. Spyro 3 makes them super linear because they're really, really easy.
Yeah. I like a mix of both.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if they made it a strict timer, it'd still be fun, even if it was more linear.
I don't agree because it's not a lot you can do to cut down in time besides cutting corners, and I don't know. It doesn't sound that fun if that's the only
Unless
source
they made
challenge.
the flight faster. I don't know.
I'd rather just be open. I like the trial and error aspect of at least the ones in Spyro 1, trying to figure out my own path. It's fun.
Yeah, it's true. And getting like faster and faster, like different shortcuts you can make.
Yeah, and then A Hero's Tale went way too far in that direction. Way too far.
What?
Oh my god.
Alright, Spyro, are you ready to try out my plane? I just fixed it.
So this part, this is a one time in this game. Actually, no, I used it one other time after this. Well, one time in the main playthrough where I used a mouse, because you can use a mouse for this part, and it feels a lot better than an analog stick. The only problem is I have my camera inverted, so this is inverted, so I had to get used to that.
I can see why you use a mouse over a control stick.
Yeah. The control stick works fine for this, it's just if the option is there, like, you know, inches in front of me, I'll use it.
Also, we're gonna ignore the fact that Hunter has this.
Yeah, well,
like super weapon. Yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
At this point, I don't know.
Like
Hunter is such he's such a complex figure now. I don't know what to think of him. I don't know.
Are we just living in an anarchic society where you can just randomly get these super
these fighters heads,
like cannons and dangerous skateboards?
It's basically GTA 5 where you're just like, alright, well, I want that airplane. You like go rob an airbase.
If I have to give an actual answer, I mean, he knows the professor, a scientist, so maybe he got it from this.
He's got some contacts.
True. He has smart friends in high places.
I don't know if he's friends with the professor, though. I think he might just tolerate him. Like the professor tolerates Hunter.
The professor's just a really lonely man who's willing to take anybody as like a colleague.
I guess, yeah. Alright, that is the last level in the game. On to Ripto.
Whoa.
We're almost done.
Yeah, Ripto's finally almost dead. Until he'll be revived several more times.
Yeah, Spyro will fall asleep for a minute afterwards and then wake up again.
Not even a minute. You remember it was 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're right.
Excuse me, it was 3.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually know.
Can't time it.
Yeah, sure. Sure, just give me more work.
The shortest nap ever.
Am I gonna have to throw a little wiggle in too while I'm at
if you want to, I guess.
Jacob started his answer first, so I'm gonna go with his, which is if you want to, and I don't.
Dang it.
Not the sheep. The sheep.
Yeah, what kind of monster would hurt sheep?
Come back here, you useless animals! Hey, Shorty.
I like how Spyro calls him Shorty, but he's no taller.
You again? Yep. If you want to test that power
I
crystal,
think
why don't
Ripto's
you
just
try
mad
it
because
on
he only
me?
has one horn.
I'll
And
stand
he has
still,
two.
I promise.
Famous last words.
You know, interesting. Honestly, Dylan, interesting headcanon.
Dragon, you just sealed your fate.
You know what? That would explain.
Maybe that's why you hate Dragon so much.
You know, I'm gonna add to the headcanon. In Enter the Dragonfly, his horn is so very clearly flaccid. Almost like he had some kind of surgery done to it that ultimately failed. That's it.
That's it? That's a statement?
Yeah. A failed surgery. He wanted to make it bigger or something,
Alright.
but just made it flaccid.
Mission failed, I suppose.
It gets hard when he gets angry.
It'd be such a pet thing.
Yeah.
I was born with one horn, they have two. Not fair.
He's an outcast.
Okay, this fight is really cool. Hunter is flying around in the wings that he sprouted himself, and he's dropping orbs. Each orb has a different color. Whatever the third color you get determines which ability you have. Like blue is supercharged, red is super flame, green is acid, which is a new ability, and Ripto can do the same thing. So if he gets a third orb, yep, as you'll see here, he'll attack back at you. So it's like kind of like the Gulp fight, how they can use the same attack against you. Except I like this more because he's like on foot, so it's like it feels more even. Instead of this big hulking beast, you know, taking up the entire arena and slowly eating the orbs.
Yeah. That's cool.
The acid is hard. The acid ability is hard to use, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
I like that when you hit the supercharge, though. It's just funny to me. He just keeps getting hit by you and you just can't get away. Spyro just keeps bringing him off the butt.
Do not
Just
say
reminds me of the freaking money bags thing
Hey.
from Spyro 3.
spoilers, and Dylan, please do not ever say the words Spyro ramming him up the butt again.
I
Okay.
didn't mean it like that, but alright. I mean, that's literally what he's doing.
That's
what else do
crossing
you
the
want
line.
to say?
Not that.
Yeah, not anything else you said.
Oh, and also this fight has 3 phases. We got the second phase coming up,
Yeah.
which is robotic gulp. It's similar to the gulp fight, except it's harder because Ripto's accuracy is much better, as you saw there, and it also doesn't last nearly as long. Thankfully, that would probably drag too much.
Yeah, thankfully.
But yeah, again, I like this fight a lot. It's just I enjoy the concept of him using the abilities against you, and it's 3 phases, and they're all actually pretty hard. Like this fight, you're not going to do this your first try.
It's like you said during the My Friend Pedro playthrough, you know, it's like the boss fight that can do
Oh.
like everything you can do. It's kind of like a similar.
Oh, yeah.
Also, right there, that's news to me. Apparently, if you already have an ability of some kind and run into an orb, Spyro just kicks it around. I didn't know that was a thing.
Okay. Come on,
Except
Hunter.
Ripto's a little cheaper because he can just fire projectiles whenever he feels like it.
Yeah. Hunter's slacking.
Yo.
Drop an orb.
Exactly, like Hunter, come on. What is up with this guy in halting progress?
He enjoys
Gee,
it.
Spyro, I wish I could help. I'm such a scaredy cat.
The super flame ability is objectively the best one for this. Just
Yeah.
stand in front of him and like mash B or circle with whatever
What?
controller you're using. And
What?
Gulp is dead.
No. Well, okay.
Well, Gulp is dead again.
You died twice.
This is cool. I like this a lot. The arena collapses and Spyro barely gets out in time, and now the third phase is flying.
That's
I
cool.
like it. Yeah.
That's really cool.
I do like how the main collectible you're collecting throughout the game it becomes like the last power up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Now you collect the
I like that.
orbs. the
Yeah,
power
yeah. Those orbs are in fact the exact same orbs I've been collecting throughout the entire game.
It actually feels like a reason, you know, to have it there. Besides just, oh, we gotta get him back home. You know.
Yeah.
Though a part of me wishes there was like a reason to get as many orbs as I did for the fight. Like, you get, like, there's more orbs available, so it's easier to take down Ripto. Like, maybe have an alternate way to attack him that's not as easy as the orbs. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well.
In the original game, you actually get to see Ripto burn. Like, you see him slowly, like, sink into lava. You know, they had to censor it.
Yep, become more detailed graphics.
Was it graphic, like, in the PS1 version?
No, it was probably just the model sinking into the lava.
No, like, really detailed FMV.
Okay, to be honest, I feel bad about that tweet that sent at Toys for Bob, so I'm deleting it. Sorry.
Okay.
Like, I'm asking in the context of a joke, but they don't know that.
They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got
I feel bad now. Sorry, Toys for Bob. I love you guys. You guys deserve better than
I
Activision.
think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
Money bags.
I most certainly do.
And this is where Hunter physically assaults him for money.
Spyro, Moneybags is
Wow.
very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through
Wow.
Avalar.
In the end,
We
he
want
really
you to
was
keep
the bad
gems
guy.
as
Yeah.
a reward
Yeah.
for helping us.
No,
thanks.
Moneybags deserves
Can you grab 'em?
all kinds of assault.
Let me just type in the new
All of them.
coordinates and
All of them.
there. Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores.
Hey, why don't you guys
Whoa,
come
Dragon
with me?
Shores.
I bet you could
Forgot that
use
was
a
a thing.
holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
So, I'm not showing you this part, but you actually do get to go to Dragon
We got
Shores,
a lot of vacation to
which is
catch up
cool.
on.
That's cool.
It's not as cool as you might think, though, but still cool. And again, I had to speed up the credits just like Spyro 1, because they're like 20 minutes.
Jeez. I like the artwork.
I guess we can do thoughts right now. It's like,
Okay, well,
yeah,
I'll go.
I mean, if you haven't already played this game, you know, it's a good game. You know, it really is. You know, I mean, 100% like it, but I don't know. There's still a lot of good things to this game. I don't like the fact that there is a little bit of backtracking in this game if you don't know how to do like certain glitches and whatnot. Sorry. Other than that, though, this game's pretty good. I like it.
I'll let you get your thoughts out of the way, Jacob, because mine
Thanks, I know
are
you're gonna go
absolutely
for it,
gonna
yeah.
take the longest.
Well, I haven't really played 3 or 1, so it's like the only Spyro game I've really played. And
For shame.
like, I know, shame. And I like it. Like, I played the PS1 version and this one, and I like both. I like the level design, how they do it in Spyro, and this game looks great on the original PlayStation. Soundtrack's great. And I think they did a decent job, like, translating it over to newer hardware. So, overall, if it looks interesting, recommend it, for sure.
Okay,
I know it's like backtracking, but you play DK 64, and it's like, yeah, but that's a different paced game. This is supposed to be like a faster game. It's like, you don't want to be backtracking. I don't know. I guess that's how I feel about it.
like I said earlier in the playthrough, I don't find the backtracking to be really an issue because the levels are so small, you get there almost immediately. Also, you can just warp to levels in the menu itself. The only time I found it to be an issue was in Shady Oasis, where you have to kill a bunch of enemies first. That part's annoying, but other than that, I don't find it to be an issue personally. But
I was just saying it from like an insight of like, I wish it wasn't there at all, because it's like, it's such a faster paced game than like other 3D platformers. It's kind of like, I wish it would just keep the pace up instead of making you go back.
I guess. Again, I just don't see it as like really much of a big, like, kind of an issue, I guess. But
Issue, honestly, it's just a personal thing.
okay, but like Spyro 2 overall is one of my absolute favorite games ever. I mean, like, I'm sure there's some nostalgia bias in there, but I do genuinely think it's just a really well-made, put-together game. I think it's one of the best games in this generation easily, and Toys for Bob did a pretty great job remaking it. I had some issues with it, some of the character design changes, the lack of the chant, the lack of orb bounce. Like, there's a lot of small things that do make me miss the PlayStation 1 game, but overall I do prefer Reignited over the original, mainly because I like the controls more. And yeah, again, high recommendation. Reignited is on every platform. Get it. Avoid the Switch version if you can, but if it's the only console you have, it'll do you fine. It's still a lot of fun. It's just not going to look very pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, and I should point out, I'm not using Reignited's credits music for this part because Reignited's credits music suck. I'm using the originals. I already showed off the Reignited remix in Spyro 1. I will use
like
this.
The fact that you can choose the original soundtrack in the game is so cool.
Yeah.
I played a lot of the games like that actually when I play Reignited. But yeah, for real, if you're going to play Spyro nowadays, for sure Reignite is the way to go. Also, I like that.
I like that.
If you know Explosion.
Nice.
And I really like how they show the entire
that's
dev
cool.
team. Each one of you are amazing, talented people, and
Even
I
got
thank
the
you.
dogs.
Especially the dogs. But
And like you said in the playthrough, it's such a small nitpick, but the weird physics thing with the 30 and 60 FPS, man, it's just strange.
yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I'm hoping someone will make a mod that will fix that.
Yeah.
Ignore that voice crack.
Especially since straight up some doors don't open without
Well,
30 FPS.
okay, it's only one door in Alpine Ridge, but yeah, that's still dumb.
Still though, like what I'm saying is like if you didn't know that and you didn't like look it up, you'd be so upset.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like-
I know. I was only able to get through there because of prior knowledge. Like I knew some aspects of this game are messed up in 60, and that is absolutely an issue. And I really wish Toys for Bob patched that, but they kind of just released this PC port, and that's it. I mean, it's overall still a very good port. The optimization is actually really impressive, but yeah, that's a pretty glaring issue.
All right. Well, anyway, see you in the
Extra
extra part or the
part
next
time.
playthrough.
See you guys.
Bye.